Hey you, so on this video, my top 3 best and worst buys of 2017. I'm going to go over the coins that I'm showing here, which is nothing at the moment, and just talk about the reasoning behind purchasing them and why they didn't work out for me. Now, this is also going to be my own opinion, so as I always mention, nothing definitive, and what I show when it didn't work out for me may have worked out for somebody else. So it definitely doesn't mean it's just an absolute dud. When I say didn't work out for me, or one of my top 3 bad purchases of 2017, it didn't go on to do what I will show some of the good top 3 done. So I'll just break into that. Of course, I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys' top coins were of 2017 and what your worst performing coins are of 2017. Of course, we're going to be talking about collector coins here. For me, modern, whether you're collecting them to flip or want to sell at a later date, sooner or later, how have they done so far? Have they appreciated? Are they selling well at that appreciated rate? So I'm going to break into this and just give the reason behind why I purchased the good ones or the bad ones, and why they've gone on to do exactly what I thought they would do, or why they haven't. It's a good contrast really, because they was all purchased. Everything I'm going to show was all purchased with the intentions, or I thought and predicted that they would go on to do great things, and it'll be interesting to hear or see why they didn't, within my own opinion and reasoning. So jumping straight into this, I'm gonna go off of one of my bad purchases. So this is going to be one of my top 3 worst purchases of 2017. Now, is it a bad coin? No. The more and more I look at this coin, the more and more I really like it. A load of these were purchased at the time. I know everybody likes to read the COA. I purchased a load of the silver proof coins with the intentions of going on to flip these. Now, what had happened in Europe, UK, is a dealer was doing these at a fantastic price in comparison to what everybody else was doing them for. I believe it was Modern Coin Mart that had exclusive rights to these coins, and they had really set the price for what they was going to be doing the proof coin at. So when the UK dealer had got them in at a set price, so the price was fantastic, and it got a lot of tongues wagging. Everybody jumped on board, but even when we was interrogating dealers that was handling with each individual at the time, when asked how come they can do them at such a good price, it was more of a, look, it's great, don't ask no questions thing. But it always left question marks hanging around, because you had a coin that was technically selling in Europe for damn near 300 euros. If I'm not mistaken, these were under £100 at the time. This is the silver proof, so I can't really remember what the mintage is on these now. But what I assumed happened was they either had an allocation given to them with these coins, and then once the South African Mint done a recall, because they did do a recall on a large batch of these due to something about when they was transporting them, a lot of them got damaged. With these coins, when they was transported, I'm not sure if you can see it, but when they sit in the actual, they don't sit flush and they easily pop out. So a lot of people were getting these coins and they was either out the capsules and the likes of, they was getting highly scuffed and damaged. I don't think I ever done a video displaying all the scuffs and damages, but they was infamous. So I think these dealers just chose to hold on to them at a set price or a reduced price. This is all just guesswork here, and then was able to pass that on to the customers, and people jumped on board and took it from there. Of course, all us guys in forums or YouTubes and the likes of know better, so we go over our stuff with loops. It's just, we're not looking for big blatant eye shot marks or blemishes. We want to know it's a collector coin. If you sell us on to another collector, they're more than likely going to put it under some type of magnifying glass and want the best example. And it wasn't the case with these. Now, then it just went pear-shaped with these coins. We had the situation with the pricing on the BU, way too many, the delays, and people were still paying a premium for this coin, but you had a lot of the opportunistic mint tactics from APMEX and all the others when they was grading them, and it just ran out of steam. Not in general, some do still sell for large amounts, but I chose to give back, as it was an option with that dealer. I chose to give back a large portion that I purchased and just hold on to the best examples. So I was fortunate enough to literally cherry pick the best of a large number I had and just kept this one example. But I don't know what they're currently doing. I haven't really watched the market. I still think it's a stunning coin. It just was just one big massive flop from the mint side. So whether they're doing well or not, I can't actually sell this on for a larger profit now, because there's a lot of competition out there and the likes of. So I just kept one for sake, I would love to grade it, see what it gets. At one point, graded ones, 70s were going for very large profits, and I don't know what they're doing now. But it just didn't go on to do the fast things that I like within a very fast time. Whether it'll go on to do greater things at a much later date, I don't know. But that's in my top, well, one of the top worst free purchases that I done in 2017. So going on to one of the top best purchases I've done in 2017. There's a few coins I've displayed, but I'll just show the ones that I was able to do and whatever I predicted or hoped they would do, they went on to do. Now I'm displaying the gold one here of the Swan coins. It was the silver ones, but if you've been watching my videos, you know I traded all of the 200 that I purchased out. This coin, when it first came out, it had the frenzy behind it, as we all know. I saw it, knew straight away it'd be a hit. Wasn't really onto a lot of the dealer tactics at the time. I knew, you know, APMEX or whoever had the exclusive rights could go on to do real shady things, but wasn't really interested. The 25k mintage was a big thing. They've done lower, smaller when you're looking at the stock horse and the likes of, but on this being like a series that can technically go on forever, I saw the potential and went in. It done fantastically. I knew it was going to do well. The frenzy was behind it when you had APMEX jerking the prices up. It was real bad for individuals in Europe because they basically had to take what they was given. So it was the silver coins I picked up. I'm just displaying these gold ones now. I actually traded out one of my 5-ounce kangaroo coins and done a bit of a power move to acquire these, but I don't have no more silver ones. But they went on to do great things, so I took full advantage of that. I've showed what I purchased in some of my trade videos. So I was able to purchase 200 more silver ounces, semi-high premium, and then more gold weight from trading those out. So I'm just displaying them as these are the only ones I've got the motif or design here, but these are stunning coins. I think what they've done with the silver proof, it just is what it is. We'll have to see how well that does. These are a great buy, you know, a low good quality bullion gold coin, mintage of 5,000. I'm not holding on to any of that carrying any big weight or massive premiums as it goes along. You cash this out anytime soon. Dealers know what they cost. Anybody that's interested in one has more than enough ample time to get one currently. So you'd have to be talking a good 3 or 4 years, I believe, before you start seeing big premiums paid for these coins. But you never know, anything can happen. But this was one of my top 3 best purchases of 2017, and that was the 2017 silver Swan coin. I'm displaying the gold one here, but there was a silver one that went on to do fantastic things. It's just getting that in different angles and different lights there. So we get back into one of my worst purchases again. We'll get these sitting in the background. So we've got that for a worst and this for a best. Then we'll get into this coin here, another coin that I've shown before and talked, you know, negatively about, and that's going to be the 2017 twin kookaburra set. So you had the proof and the BU set. I picked this up off of the hype that it was not a first. Unlike the Krugerrand, it was a first, so that was my first reasoning behind it. I thought it could do a lot to push for it. This was the first in a long pause that since the Perth Mint had done a proof 1-ounce kookaburra coin. I thought the mintages was pretty decent. I thought with these, you know, kookaburras, everybody loves kooks. It wasn't the best design, but I thought there was definitely some play there to go on and sell it for a premium. Seeing what happened there when we had the Mint sold them at one price, and then you had the main exclusive dealers start doing what they was doing, those kind of tactics I've seen, it takes a lot out of the individual, you know. So it was a situation where APMEX actually got egg in their face at the end as they went on to reduce these sets at a later date, but this wasn't able to do whatever it had to do. I saw individuals that did purchase it from the issue price from Perth and sold on through for about what they was asking for when they first, what APMEX was asking for when they first started. But other than that, they just lost a lot of steam. So, you know, it's one of those things that you could put up on eBay and it would sit around for a while unless you'd done some type of an auction or was looking to give a discount. But everything I'm showing is a prime example. I know a lot of people say buy what you like because if you're stuck with it. then you know you're not really too huffy. I do like the stuff, but you know, first and foremost, they need to be strong within themselves. I don't personally like it. I bought this and know at the back of my mind, if it doesn't sell, it's a silver Krugerrand. Many people are going to love the silver Krugerrand. I'll purchase this knowing that if I'm lumped with it, which technically I am right now, it's a Kookaburra coin. It still has the merit of what it was, you know, the first, within a very long pause, 1 ounce silver proof Krugerrand and the likes of. It hasn't gone on to do what I thought it would do, but it's still there in the background. You know, it's doing okay. I haven't checked up on it at all, but I know when somebody as opportunistic as Apnex have to go on and put it on sell, I'm not expecting big things, but it could sit along in the stack for as long as it needs to. You know, at no point will I need to fire sell any of the goods I'm showing here. So that's going to be another one of the worst purchases in 2017. Once again, worse for me doesn't mean worst in general. It could be fantastic for you. You could have had totally different results, and I'd love to hear that in the comments, as I've mentioned. So going on next, I'll show another one of my best purchases of 2017, and this was the Dragon Phoenix coin. Now there was a few I picked up that done well, but I mean, we could talk about the 2 ounce BU Perfect Monkey coins, but they haven't gone on to do things now. They've got a lot of potential that could be. These done fantastic straight off the bat, and it was an added bonus that it was another bonus where, you know, you need to be in it to win it, was that I got the error variation, you know, die variety, as I get this out. So this was a box I picked up. I mean, these standard without any type of complications on the design are now selling for a nice premium. At the time of releasing this, I believe LPM and a lot of the German dealers are now doing the 1 ounce gold version. As to why they're doing that now, I couldn't tell you. It's clearly evident that, you know, with a lot of the coins stagnating that dealers have, whether they're doing the exclusive or not, they're really working off. If a coin can get tongues wagging and a lot of interest and create somewhat of a small frenzy, they're definitely going to milk it for what it's worth. You would have thought they would have brought them all out at the same time. I know, you know, when you do a new release, it's risky, but you know, releasing the 2 ounce gold variant, then the 1 ounce high relief, and this late in the game doing the 1 ounce gold. But that seems to be the new model that Perth seems to be doing with a lot of these dealers with the exclusive. So on the 1 ounce gold, you're seeing 5,000 mintage like on these Swan coins. But it's a decent coin. That once again, a nice premium, nothing too fancy and expensive. So I'll pick one up in time. I'm in no rush whatsoever. But these, I did have a few stragglers around, so I was able to capitalize on some of these. But they're now officially going to be doing this as a long time series. But I'm expecting all types of variants and the likes of. So I may hold on to the ones that I have, as they're going to be offering the best opportunities, but we're just going to see how they do. But these coins were fantastic. They rose in value straight away. I did liquidate a small, very tiny portion and had a lot of interest, so I still got to see what I'm going to do with these. I believe NGC are labeling them, not error, but I've got to find out what PCGS are actually labeling them as. But it's a real stunning coin. I did like this coin a lot, as you can see the different angles when the light's hitting it there. So this was a fantastic purchase for 2017, a very lucky one, you know. So I got the error variation, so that was also a bonus. So getting on to, where are we now, the second worst purchase of 2017. It's going to be everybody's favorite bunny, and that's going to be the Peter Rabbit coin. Purchased purely off of the strength off of the 2016 model doing fantastic. I saw how great that done, and I jumped straight all over this, not knowing how Royal Mint do. They doubled the mintage, so straight away that should have been warning signs for me, but it was a lesson learned. I won't be jumping in no time soon after this experience. But it was a nice coin. The 2016 is still doing phenomenal things. As I've mentioned before, it's in a league of its own. I did expect the same with this, but it didn't quite work out. I don't mind, as I do truly love the 50p coins, so I'm more than happy holding on to this piece. But it's a shame it hasn't gone on to do what the 2016 done. Apparently there's some type of variations with with these 2017 ones in the feet area, but I couldn't tell you what it is or how to spot it out. I have to look more into it, but you know, apparently if you've got a 2017, there are some type of errors going about selling for some type of a profit, but we'll get into that at a later date. So that was the third worst purchase of 2017. You know, I won't be buying no more. I stopped at the rabbit as it's the most popular coin and the likes of. And so lo and behold, the last, and well, surprise, surprise, I'm only going to be showing these here, the lunar coins, but I'm going to be talking about all the Rwandan coins in general, so the nautical ounce and the likes of. But these were, again, once again, another fantastic purchase of 2017. So these go into my top purchase, all of the Rwandan coins. The first one I picked up was this gold one. I believe I was the first to show it on YouTube. I saw it, I slept on it when it first jumped off, but then I started looking into it and seeing the great potential, especially if it could do what it's done already. And it done that as fast as I thought it was going to do, and it's done as well as I knew it was going to do. With this one, as with a lot of the coins you've seen I'm doing when I'm picking up the collector coins, if I can get a smell that it's going to do as great as I thought it done, I'd go all in. So I literally went all in on these. Very happy I've been liquidating quite a few. I have a few left over. They're selling very, very, very well, especially these gold ones here. There's a lot of potential in these coins, you know. These are big ticket items and they ain't selling cheap, and especially for the price I've sold them for. I was very happy I got into this series. Even the silver proof is doing just as fantastic. In fact, it's multiplying better than the gold. So individuals that loaded up on these, and I also loaded up on a load of these as well. So it was just one of those things where I went in, I picked it, I saw the potential, and even while there was still some lingering about, and there was individuals, even when I first shown this, that did mention they was upset they didn't get that issue price and, you know, mumbled and dragged their feet, but I was still picking them up. I think the last few I picked up of these was around the €1,800 mark. And you know, that was easily sold back to the dealer for the €2,500, and there was only a few I picked up at that price. But I saw the potential in these straight away. I've mentioned already, the Rwandan boys are going to be the coins to beat currently. You know, you're not getting a lot of the dealer intervention. They're done in Europe, so in Europe you're not getting a lot of the slabbing. You know, so you're not going to get dealers that sell them in Europe or the mint doing that. Whereas this would have been an American release, you could bet your bottom dollar Atmex or MCM would have had many variants in the slabs already. So that's the only play I've currently seen left for these, left for the buyer. You know, and that's slabbing them, and that's what I've been doing. There is still play there because they're already in such small quantities. It is offering great opportunities for individuals. So that for anybody that does have any of these Rwandan coins and you're upset at what dealers are currently doing, you don't need to fret. Atmex ain't getting enough where they can go on and slab X, Y, and Z input. So that is still what's left over for the buyer that buys from the dealer. There's still fantastic opportunities there. And even on the early releases, where we're talking about the Rooster and the Santa Maria nautical ounce, both started off with the lowest mintage and are both going to be the most absolute key coins from all of these coins that the Rwandan boys are offering. So as mentioned, it'd be fantastic for you guys can put down your top 3 or top however many worst and good purchases of 2017. It'd be fantastic to see in the comments how they vary. But this is all of them right here, guys. So hate or love it, let me know what you guys think of this video. Don't forget to come along and follow me on the platforms that I've left in the description. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the river.